totally ruined my dogs. I have them in the habit of getting a lick of whipped cream every morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the video. It is a rather late start. I did not sleep very well last night. There are just some nights where like I have such a hard time getting comfortable, and then I have 3 dogs that like to sleep on our bed and 2 cats that occasionally like to come bug me. And I don't know, it's like I have good animal days and I have bad animal days, and last night was just like a bad animal night. They weren't even being like naughty or anything, I was aware of their presence where normally I'm like out and like doesn't even bug me. I rotate sides probably every 45 minutes to like an hour and a half because my entire arm and shoulders like will go numb. I am 26 weeks pregnant, if you couldn't tell by the title. That is like my newest annoyance, is like numbness. And I would say for the last couple weeks it's been kind of on and off. Mainly when I'm sleeping it's like pretty annoying. Like I'm not kidding, within 20 minutes I can do this and I won't be able to like feel. That's what I'm talking about. I'll like do this and I won't even be able to like feel my fingers. And then throw that on top of the back pain that I've been having for weeks now. It's just like, it's not the best combo for me. Like I can get comfortable, it doesn't stay comfortable for that long. All right, I got dressed. I'm wearing the same thing I wear literally every day, which is like some sort of like over jacket, sweater, something with these. It's like the Lulu Align tops, but it's like a dupe from Amazon. They're like a little more silky, like less matte than the Lulu Aligns, but my chest outgrew my Align tops, and I'm not about to spend $60 on tops that I'm gonna potentially not wear for a long time. I don't know. Those aren't exactly tops you would like pump or breastfeed in, so I'm really not about to like invest in that. So Amazon it is, and honestly they're a little bit stretchier and like a little bit comfier for me right now at least. They just breathe a little more. So yeah, a little overcoat, my little like Align dupe top, and then some actual Lulu Aligns. Sean got these for me for Christmas and I wear them every single day. Like I just rotate through the 3 pair that I have. If you can afford it, you should get it because it's the only thing that like is truly comfortable other than not wearing pants at all, which is not socially acceptable, so I go with Aligns. Speaking of products and things that have been super helpful, I don't think I even really mentioned it in my previous videos, not like in depth, but that maternity pillow, literally the best investment I could have ever made. Like best $50 I've ever freaking spent. I'm literally gonna do the bare minimum because I'm just gonna go to the gym and sweat this off anyway. Not that I've tried like a million pregnancy pillows. Let me just tell you, the one I bought I think really is like the best shape. It's all like insert a link or a picture or something here, but it's like this oval shape, but it has like a side cut out of it. So I mean, I assume it's to get in and out of, like to make it easier to get in and out of, but like I literally can't imagine having one of those like C-shaped pillows because like I said earlier, I toss and turn so freaking much. I would have to turn that whole pillow with me every single time. Like that just seems silly. I mean, if you're a tosser and turner like me, if you are like a super solid sleeper while you're pregnant, I'm jealous of you, but like I guess then it would make sense for you. But yeah, I literally couldn't imagine having like any other design, to be honest. And then I think I've showed it in a previous video, but it's just like a little wedge pillow. It was gifted to me from a friend, and honestly if she hadn't given it to me I probably would not have purchased that because it seems like kind of gimmicky almost. You're like, it's like this tiny little wedge pillow, like what could it possibly really do? No, it is fantastic. It is like the only pillow that I can really put behind my back. I feel like it's made for like a pregnant belly, but I wedge it behind my back because I want to roll over onto my back so bad recently. Like, I've never been a back sleeper in my whole freaking life, and then the second I get pregnant, it's like the most comfortable position, of course. So having like a little wedge pillow that I just literally put right under my back, it like holds me so perfectly. I never ever would have guessed that that would be like the thing, you know? Because my other pillows, honestly, this is gonna sound so stupid, but my other pillows, like the really firm ones, they're so heavy to like take with me every time I turn, because I take that wedge pillow with me every time I turn. So like having a big old pillow is just like super bulky for one, and it's like, it's heavy, especially with my back hurting. Like, it's not the move. But that little wedge pillow's freaking awesome. Every time I hit the record button, he meows. Every time. The wedge pillow and the big pillow are like the only reason I can get comfortable at night at all. Oh, I don't know what I was saying, but I remember what I was going to say. I feel like, and I probably should have said it before I like covered myself in concealer, but I feel like I'm getting what they call like the mask of pregnancy, because I noticed like these little spots of like pigmentation, and they're super faint. Like, they are lighter than my freckles. I don't even know if you can see it, but there's like a little spot here that I'm like, that's new. My camera's gonna die, so I'm gonna finish this up real quick and then I'll continue with a new battery every time. All right, my yard guys are here. You can probably hear a blower. The dogs are going crazy, but I wanted to give like a little nursery update, because if you can't see, we got our crib and I built it, and it was such a bitch. I'll talk about that later. This is the crib we went with. Yes, I went with a natural wood crib. I don't know why, I just like was not drawn to like the white, gray, blue cribs. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like everyone has those cribs, and like they're great and all. They're super great. If I didn't go with this one, I probably would have ended up going with like a white one. But I don't know, I just really wanted like a natural wood crib, and I found the cutest freaking one. I forget who made it. It was so freaking cute, and it was like $300, and it went out of stock. So when I saw that crib was out of stock, I mean, I searched everywhere, eBay, Amazon, like everywhere. I like searched the whole internet. I found one for like $600. I was just like, that's ridiculous. That's not gonna happen. I don't know. There was just no part of me that felt like a crib needed to be $600, in my opinion. I don't know. But I found this one on Walmart.com, and it was like 200 bucks, and it was like the type of wood that I wanted. I really do like it, but it was traumatizing to build. I am fully aware that it's dramatic, but I'm not kidding. I was in tears like 2 or 3 times. I'm also pregnant, so that probably has something to do with it. I built it by myself. I was like determined. I probably should have just walked away once I realized it was a 2-person job, but I already had it open, and I have a very hard time walking away from projects that I have started. So got it built, but it was just terrible. And honestly, I would rate it 7 out of 10. I think it's really cute, but terrible to build. And then also it's like a 5-in-1, so it has all these different adjustments. That's great and everything, but what that means is like there's a ton of exposed hardware and like settings that I don't love. They didn't send any of like the bolt covers. You know, when you build furniture, they have like those like plasticky covers that you put on the outside of the screws so that you don't see metal. I really wish that was the case with this, but I don't love that you can see, like you can even tell, you can see like the black bolts. And I think it sticks out to me so bad right now because the room is like completely empty. Like I'm pretty sure once I have like my rug, our chair, like once it's more put together, it's not gonna stand out so bad to me. But because it's like a very empty room still, it's like the only thing I can see, and it kind of drives me crazy. So that is something to note if you are nitpicky like me. And then this Mamaroo swing was given to us by a family friend, which I'm like so grateful for, because I've heard babies either like love or hate this, and it's expensive. It's like over 200 bucks for a swing. Like it's kind of pricey for like a gamble of like maybe she'll love it, maybe she won't. So I'm so freaking appreciative that I get to like test it out for free. I hope she loves it because I love it. I think it's so cool. I'm very excited. It won't be in this room when she's here, but just for now, like all of the baby stuff is in here, just so I can kind of keep it organized. But this will probably be either downstairs or like in our room or something. But very excited that I get to try this out. Oh yeah, and I finally got the little inserts for these so that it's not like wood. I just need Sean to like nail them in, but much better than before. All right, I just got to the gym, but 2 more like pregnancy must-haves popped into my head like while I was rolling up. So I thought I would share them with you. One, a freaking silicone wedding band. Like, first of all, I use this before pregnancy. Like, it's just great for the gym in general. Also for pregnancy, like, my fingers get so swollen sometimes. And like, hello, you're gaining weight. Like, sometimes it's just uncomfortable to wear like a hard metal wedding ring. So having like a silicone option is just so nice. Also, side note, all the products that I mentioned throughout this video will be linked below. So like my Amazon top, the bottoms, the pregnancy pillow, all of that will be linked down below. And then second thing is a big freaking water bottle. I know this is like so unoriginal, but like seriously, staying hydrated for me is like such a chore sometimes. Like it's a very much something I have to think about. I'm such a like coffee slash tea slash anything that's not water is like typically my go-to. So having just like a bunch of water readily available is just like the only way. Also, sorry, my car's a mess. I'm sorry, don't judge me, it's just a mess. All right, I'm gonna go get a quick workout in, and then I need to go to the store. All right, I didn't have it in me to make it like aesthetically pleasing, but I just made like a Chipotle bowl at home because I really wanted Chipotle. But I just feel like I've been eating out more than I would like to, so I just, since I was going to the store anyway, picked up what I needed to make for a little bowl. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm literally so hungry. Yesterday I waited way too long to eat after the gym, and I was like literally shaking and like getting nauseous, which hasn't happened in like a long time. So I knew I pushed it way too far. I'm gonna eat. This is where I've been spending like quite a bit of my time when I'm at home, whether I'm like, I don't know, on my computer, on my phone. Sorry if the fountain's like loud. Starting to get to that point where like I'm really feeling my stomach. Like when I go to sit down, when I'm like switching positions, putting my shoes on, putting lotion on, like I just feel it. I literally can't believe I have like 3 months to go. Another tip I have, if you will, is if you are, and I'm not proud of this, if you are a Starbucks lover like I am, I suggest finding like a low caffeine option. Their teas are great, but sometimes I want like a little bit more than a tea, you know, and their pink drinks or like their refreshers are so good. They're not cheap. They're not, I'm not saying they're good for you. I'm just saying if you are like, I want to go to Starbucks and get a coffee or get a drink and I want to walk around Target, like this is a okay option as far as caffeine goes. And then also on other days, I love like an afternoon coffee or like a 4 o'clock coffee. Usually when I'm not pregnant, I would just go full caffeine, but I'll show you my favorite coffee for a lower caffeine option. This is definitely my favorite decaf coffee, and sometimes in the mornings I'll do like half and half. So I'll do half decaf and half just like the regular. Also, you can totally let that go cold and make an iced coffee with it too. So sometimes it really just depends on my mood. Since this has basically been like a must-have pregnancy products video mixed with like somewhat of a vlog, I don't even know what this video is, but since I've mentioned so many products before, I'm just gonna rattle off a couple more that I loved. I meant to show you guys this morning, but the brand, is it Stars Above? I will leave it linked below. Like I said earlier, everything I mentioned will be linked below. Stars Above brand in general, but their pajama pants specifically have saved my life. Before pregnancy, I was like a large, like a medium large, kind of dependent on the day, the time of the month. Like I could kind of teeter in between there. But for right now, I went right to XL, and they're a little bit long on me, but they're just so unbelievably soft and stretchy and like comforting. Like you don't feel the waistband digging into you. Okay, sorry, I feel like my lips just look so washed out today and it's driving me nuts. They're like blending in with my face. Okay, that's better. Anyway, the pajama pants are an 11 out of 10. Like I love those things so freaking much. I highly recommend, if you can find them at Target, size up in a pair. They're literally like $20, which I feel like is pretty good for like my favorite pajama pants of all times, you know, of all time. My favorite pajama pants of all time. Yeah. Speaking of like Target and clothing, their seamless underwear is my absolute favorite. I get this pack off of Amazon. I do seamless everything. Like I just can't do like the cotton thing. I feel like they say that's like best for you, but material, like, ugh, I don't know. It just does not feel nearly as comfortable as like a seamless material. I get a pack from Amazon and they're great, but I'm trying to think of how to say this. The crotch is like this big, no lie. Like this big, and the Target pair is at least like this big, so you just get a little bit more coverage because like obviously I'm freaking growing. Like I just need more. I need more material than usual. So the Target seamless underwear specifically is like my go-to right now. All right, now that I'm thinking about it, this should pretty much just be like a Target must-have, but there is one bra in particular that I have found from there that like, it is just my like go-to comfort bra. It's like that same seamless material. It's just like this buttery, silky, like, especially for like those days if I'm feeling like sensitive or I just don't want to be restricted at all. It's like literally the only bra I have that feels like nothing. It does not give you amazing shape. Okay, it is not that kind of bra. It is totally wireless, everything, but it is still a bra. It counts, and it is so freaking comfortable. I feel like I was gonna say this earlier, but like my camera died. In regards to like my back pain and just like pain in general, I feel like I've never utilized an ice pack. Sean is like such an avid ice pack user, like loves his ice packs. I don't know, it just never really appealed to me. I'm like, I don't know, it seems like cold. Like, I don't know if I really wanna like put ice on my back, but Sean, I would say, I don't even know, like a week or two ago was like, here, why don't you try an ice pack? And now it's like part of our routine. I have like my maternity pillow around me. I'm turned on my side. I have my wedge pillow, and he sticks the ice pack like in between me and the wedge pillow, and it just like holds it there like so perfectly. I can't believe how much it helps. I know that sounds so freaking stupid, but the ice pack is so easy, and it really genuinely, like, I can feel a difference when I ice my back for even just 10-15 minutes. It's incredible. I'll link it below, but we got it on Amazon. It's like this matte, I don't know, it's incredible. And it's like big, so it can hit like a lot of like the surrounding areas too. I don't know, I just love it. I also think I mentioned yoga balls in my last video, but I'm not kidding. If you don't have a yoga ball a pregnancy ball, whatever it is, maternity ball, whatever they want to market it as, then I highly suggest getting one. I'm not kidding. Like if we're sitting down eating dinner or like watching a movie after dinner and I start feeling uncomfortable, I immediately get on the yoga ball and just doing like hip circles, rolling on like my back, just kind of like stretching. And then also if you get like on your knees and you put your elbows on the yoga ball and you just kind of like stretch it forward, it feels so freaking nice. I hope, but I feel like I'm gonna use a yoga ball a lot like during labor and everything because I just already love it so much. I find it so comfortable and like useful. So I feel like at least for early labor, that's something that I'm going to like enjoy just kind of like rolling on. And it's also really good for kind of like getting baby into a good position and like getting your hips opened up and kind of using that bouncing as like gravity, and I don't know. And I did ask my midwife, she was like, yes, the hospital has yoga balls, don't worry. I was like, sweet, I will pack one. I will pack one. That was a lot to say. I'm still, I feel like I'll be experiencing like shortness of breath for like the rest of my life. I feel like everything just takes so much effort. Hope you enjoyed whatever it is I pulled out of today. I have no idea. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.